So in this particular day, my dogs were extra excited to go down back into the woods and run around the pond because we hadn't been here. We had people working on the floors, so we hadn't been at home, and we came here to see the progress on the floors, and I brought the dogs with us to take them for a walk down back. So they were really, really excited to go walking down back. So we walked down the trail as we normally do, and they were darting around. This was Rusty, my red dog, and Hitch, who has since passed, because this was quite a few years ago. So they're bombing around, running around the pond, and I'm just walking along, and they're jumping and running and playing and acting all excited because where we were staying, I had to walk them on a leash. So they were extremely excited to just run around and jump and enjoy themselves. So they were running around the small pond, the one where I pointed out the culvert in the rebar. And all of a sudden, Rusty was, I thought, like tangled in something because he was screeching. He had jumped in the air and came down, and I know you know where this is going, but he landed on that rebar, which was unseen by the naked eye, okay? Because it was buried in grass and it was just rebar sticking up, 3 pieces of rebar. And when he jumped and landed on it, to me, it looked like he was tangled because he wasn't moving because I didn't even know what was there. So I ran over to him and I saw immediately that he literally had jumped down on and landed on 2 pieces of rebar that I could see. And I had just like an instantaneous reaction to grab him by the coat and pull him straight up, which by the grace of God was a good instantaneous reaction because, I mean, if I had pulled him either way, I just acted quickly. And of course, he started running because he was scared. He was scared of what had just happened to him because he didn't understand it. So I ran and I tackled him, not tackled him to hurt him, but bring him down on the ground and hold him still because I didn't know the extent of his injuries. So I pulled my phone out of my pocket and I dialed my husband and I said, Rusty jumped on rebar and I'm holding him down on the ground. Please come as quick as you can. And he drove, because you can drive down the trails. He drove down the trail and we lifted Rusty into the back of the vehicle of his truck and brought Hitch in too. That was my old bulldog that had passed away. Anyway, so we got everybody in the car and we raced towards the vet. And when we got to the vet and they took him in, they had to take him in for surgery immediately. She said, this is literally a miracle. He jumped on that rebar and it did not hit a single organ. It didn't hit his intestines. Somehow, by the grace of God, it missed everything. He did have to have surgery, get stitched up and all that, and he had to have drains and da-da-da-da. But he had to obviously be on bed rest until his drains came out and that. But he made a full recovery, and it never bothered him at all ever again. So those plastic caps we put on the rebar. We didn't want to repeat. It was a nightmare. It was a horrid thing. And I can't even believe, I could have really hurt him, but my reaction just was the correct reaction to just grab his coat and pull him straight up. It came someplace from inside innate quick knowledge or something, but I'm grateful, and right now, Rusty's somewhere around 14 and hanging in there. We don't really know how old he is because he was adopted, but that's my horrible Rebar story.